After you have sketched out your animal and you have a simple line drawing of what your animal will look like, you're going to take a fine point Sharpie and you are going to outline over all of your pencil lines. At this point, you can really refine anything that you want to change before we start into the Zentangles. So you're going to go over all of your pencil lines using the fine point marker. The Zentangles are what's going to come next. They are intricate designs that are relaxing to draw. You can develop your own. You can use the worksheets that I provided, or you can look on the board for examples. You're going to divide your animal into sections, and each of the sections is going to have a Zentangle. The owl has lots of feathers, so I could put a Zentangle in each of the feathers or each of the sections that I have kind of marked out here. So I'm going to finish up here with my Sharpie. What I'm going to also do is I'm going to start to color in some areas that I want to remain black, like the eyes. I don't want to put a Zentangle in there because they're really nice and bold, and I really want them to stand out. So I'm going to color those in black. If there's any other areas like underneath the mouth, I'm going to incorporate that, make that black as well, so they kind of really pop out and create contrast. So I'm going to do that on some of the areas. I want a thicker outline at the bottom here, so I'm going to go over with my Sharpie. And that's what's nice about the Sharpie is you can, if you do a double thick line, it makes it stand out just a little more. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to start concentrating on the Zentangles. You're going to use an ultra fine for this step right here, the ultra fine, and you're going to start to do Zentangles inside of the designs. I'm going to add a couple more lines inside of the head so that I could add Zentangles inside of there. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just take the beak and I'm going to do really skinny lines right in the beak. Inside of this kind of lapel, I really like the triangle design where there's random triangles inside of the section. Notice that when I'm drawing these, okay, I'm making them go off of the page, like I'm overlapping them a little bit. It makes the picture look a little more three-dimensional, more sophisticated. If you do not want to jump into the Zentangles with a Sharpie, don't. You can do it in pencil first. I feel comfortable drawing the Zentangles, so that's why I am jumping right into the Sharpie. But you are more than welcome to do this in pencil first. So what I'm going to do now is maybe I'm going to add some Zentangles into this design here. I'm going to do swirls. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, like lines, squiggly lines, and 1, 2, 3. So I'm creating this pattern. Remember, they are intricate, so they should take you a while. And I'm going to do a pattern as well. So I'm going to do in this one, I'm going to also do it in this one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I can continue it over here. I'm going to tilt my picture and I'm going to do some more of these. And maybe I'm going to do a triangle design again. But this time, I'm going to color in sections. Zentangles are black and white designs as well as being very intricate, and you can color in lots of the areas with your black Sharpie. It creates very good contrast, and when you go to add color to this, it really stands out. So you can always color in some of the sections like this. All right, let's continue on another spot. I'm going to add, let's do swirls in here. So I'm going to add like little spirals into this section. I'm going to touch the spirals and keep going with the spirals to make them look like almost like circular. So I'm going to fill in the area. Don't really want to leave any empty space because then it looks unfinished. So what you're going to do next is you're going to continue filling in each of the sections with Zentangles. If your animal doesn't have sections, you can always divide them. Notice that I did that to the head. I divided these into more spots so that I could put a Zentangle here, 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 as many Zentangles as you want. You can create more Zentangles in here. So maybe I want to do like just kind of copy that triangle, and in here I would like to do like a grid, almost like a checkerboard, and then I could color in all of these checkerboards to create really nice black and white Zentangle design. Oh, messed up a little bit, that's okay. You can figure that out, like so. All right, so for the rest of the period, you're going to work with an ultra-fine Sharpie, and you're going to continue drawing your Zentangles inside of your animal.